Hello everybody and welcome back to another Shop With Me video. Thank you guys so much for answering my question about how come Goodwill videos are so popular. Like, how come you guys like to see Goodwill videos? So I really appreciate it. I was reading through all of them. I'm going to go back and sit down and try and answer as many as I can, but I did make sure that I hearted all your guys' comments. But I really do appreciate it. It gives me some insight and lets me pick your brain a little bit on what you guys think. And the only reason why I ask that now versus, when my channel was an infant is because I really don't have access to as many places as I did when I lived in a busier city. So I kind of needed to know that it was worth it, if that makes any sense. But anyways, in this video, we are actually at a place called Antiques and Estates in Ocala, Florida. I went there because, I was at the Goodwill in the area, and I do like going into this antique mall. There's a couple of booths that I specifically want to go to. So let's talk about that for a second while you guys browse at what I'm looking at. If any of you guys have antique booths out there, you may or may not agree with me, and that's fine. But I had one. I know how it is to kind of be in a place where there aren't many deals being had. So a lot of people might be like, nope, that place is kind of expensive, not going there. Or that booth is a little expensive, not going in there. You're going to go where you're going to get a deal. You're going to go to the vendor that has sales or that has good original pricing. Now, I know they pay probably like I did. I had to pay per sale a percentage, and I had to pay a booth fee. But I promise you will make it up in volume, So when I go to these places, I'm like, that's what I'm looking for. You don't have to put things at $1. That'd be great, but like have a sale, recycle your items, like get them in and out. Like if they're not selling, if they've been sitting there for a while, don't let them collect dust. Just take them out and be like, okay, I'll try these again later. So that's a thing in marketing your products. You can have the same items in your store, whether it's a convenience store or your antique booth. You can have those items there for the longest time. And sometimes all you got to do is rotate it or put it on a different display, and it can sell like hotcakes. People think it's something new when it really isn't. It's been there for a while. All you did was kind of fancy it up and move it around and, maybe put it at eye level with people or put it on sale or whatever. So me as a shopper, so I'm giving you the antique booth owners as a shopper, as a thrifter, as a reseller, kind of what I'm looking for. And I hope you can appreciate that little tidbit of information, because I really appreciate you all's insight to how you think when you go about searching for what channels you want to subscribe to and what videos that you want to watch, how you like to see the items, and that kind of thing. So I really appreciate that. Okay, so now that I'm done rambling about all that, look at all the cute items that are here. I got this bunny. I think this bunny is going to stay in my collection. I do. The bunny glows. And I got the little Italian, couldn't figure, it could be a donkey, horse, giraffe guy. Could be any of those. But he's really cute. He was about $25. So I was taking a little risk on him, but I hadn't seen anything quite like him before. Not saying that I've seen everything on the planet, but he was interesting to me. And that's really what I'm looking for. I'm not so much looking for top of the line. I'm not looking for every day. I'm looking for things that stand out, that are interesting to me, that are within, I loved those, that are within my price point. That's what I always tell you guys. Try and pick things that you're attracted to, just in case you might get stuck with it. You wouldn't mind, At the same time, though, you do kind of have to step outside your box and realize that not everyone's going to like the same thing you do. So like these, someone might look at these like, my mom would not like those. That's not something she would put in her house. But I would have these all day long because I think they're really interesting. They're not my mom's color. She likes like birds and butterflies, things like that. Not her thing. She could probably appreciate it on the shelf, but it's not her thing. So sometimes you got to think outside the box also. I know it's a fine line. I kind of just contradicted my first statement. But once you get better at it, at picking items for sale, you will see what's going to sell and what's not. You'll be surprised. I surprise myself all the time. Well, you guys surprise me all the time on what you guys are interested in. So that's just what you got to do. Look around. I know you guys love thrift stores because they do have the rock bottom prices when you can't get to the estate sales or to the yard sales because a lot of that stuff is seasonal. So I know you guys love digging for treasure there, but I promise you there are things to be had in the antique stores, especially when they have good price points and or the booths are on sale. So don't discount the antique stores or the indoor flea markets or the flea market or anything like that. I mean, yes, some places they might as well just be a museum. They're not even a store. Like nothing's for sale and everything just sits there. But there are gems in there and there are deals to be had. So just keep hunting. That's all I got to say is keep hunting and have fun. You see the Popeye cookie jar right there? I was telling you in the video what I'm about to tell you now, but there was music, so we can't have that. YouTube doesn't like that. But if you ever come across the sweet pea, the baby from Popeye, the cookie jar, I think it's him crawling like in his little diaper. That cookie jar sells for like stupid money. So keep an eye out for that. I've never seen one even in an antique store. I mean, again, I've not been to every one on the planet, but I've been to a lot of antique stores. Look at this. So I still have to take this out of the frame. It's a little risque lady here. I was trying to pull it close to me to see if it was a photo or a print. I really think it is a photo, but I have to, it's so tight in there, like they shoved cardboard in there. I have to get it out to be sure before I list it because I don't want to say it's a photograph. And it's not. Look at that piece. That was stunning. I would put, like a crystal ball on the top of that. That would have been fantastic. You got some dragonware there. And these were great. Look at the tape that they put. Oh, I should have bought those too. That Halloween one, I think they were $40 a piece. She's awesome. I really like that girl. And I want to say she's, what am I thinking? I was going to say Christmas Eve. No, she's Thanksgiving. If they're there, I don't know. I really liked them. There was something about them, and I don't know if it was a like a print, like if it was original, but it was very interesting. There was something about the way, I think it's because they were holiday themed that I liked them. Now this, okay, do you guys know what this finish is or who makes? We cannot read the bottoms of any of these little green lustery guys. We can't read the bottoms, and this is the only place I've ever seen them, and I can't read the handwriting on the ticket. This booth has a lot of it, and we can't figure out, like, if we take a screen, or not a screenshot, but like an image and try and search it, it brings up a bunch of other things. So I mean, it's probably something super simple. I just not seen it before, like, or bought it and dealt with it. So if you guys could leave that in the comments down below, that would be fantastic. I would love that. So here's another question for you guys. What are your pros and cons about shopping at an antique store? I know that might seem obvious. Like, well, Alex, one, it's expensive, but I would just like to know a little bit more about that. I'd like to pick your brain. Like, what do you really like about antique stores, and what kind of bothers you about them? So if you could let me know that down below, that would be great too. All your information that you guys give, it helps steer the direction of the videos and stuff that I want to create for you guys, because obviously without you, I wouldn't have a channel if you guys weren't watching. So I really appreciate, you guys coming to the channel and supporting us and things like that. So I want to make sure I have something that you actually want to watch, if that makes sense. So yeah, that'd be great. So there's a bunch of these kids books. They were a little on the pricier side for me for what I could flip them for, but I always love seeing the graphics and stuff in these. So I thought that one was really neat. And I was trying to put the book in front of the lens so you didn't see me spin as much. So I hope that was helpful. There's a lot of antique books in here. You know what I love? And I've only found one, but you guys know, sometimes you can find like old ledgers and they've been written in, or a diary. I have a diary from 1943, I think it is. I bought it for $2 at the place where my booth was, the indoor flea market. And that's in my collection. I treasure that piece. But I love to find that kind of stuff. Do you guys find that often? Do you find wherever you are, do you see ledgers and, not just greeting cards and stuff that are written on, but do you see personal items like that, like diaries and things that have been written in that have a story and a vibe and a personality to them? I'm kind of curious because it is few and far between when I find them, but it doesn't stop me from hunting. All right, so this right here, you guys, is my favorite booth in the entire store. This is the one. She has really good pricing up front. Every once in a while, she has a sale that she runs, but also, above all, she is in here every day filling stuff. And you know why she's in here every day? Because she's selling stuff. So that's all I can suggest to you guys, is have some really good starting points and take it from there. I mean, honestly, this is my favorite booth here. I'm kind of regretting that I didn't get this little guy. I think he's really cute, and he had all his fingers. But there's the sneaky nun. She recently sold, so I was excited that she went to a new home. She's by G.O.Z. Lefton, or however you want to say his first name. We have a little shoe up in there. I love that little cabinet all together. How you can just display little things. That's totally my jam. I would totally have something like that, but that shoe sticks out to me, probably because of the color. And I think I looked at that toothpick holder the last time, and I never grab this. I look at this guy every time, and I don't grab him. Don't know why, but I put him back right there in his little spot. And then down below here, I actually found the planters that I was showing you in the cart. But I did kneel down and I was looking through this little bin of toys. I picked up this Knickerbocker doll, and I also ended up getting the little vintage Peter Rabbit that's over to the side. He's probably going to be staying in my collection. I bought a bigger version at Walmart last year, or the year before. Maybe, might have been the year before. But Gabriel and I kind of share that one. He loves Peter Rabbit too. And he loves that Hop movie. That movie is pretty funny. But anyways, I just want you guys to enjoy the rest of her booth because it's pretty amazing. All right, everybody, I'm going to pop on here and say my goodbyes. There is a couple more minutes left of footage in this video, but I wanted to pop on here and remind you guys that on Sundays, we host live sales here on my channel. That's where you'll see a lot of the amazing things that end up in the Shop With Me videos or in the haul videos. I appreciate all my new subscribers and all of my oldie but goodie subscribers. You guys are amazing. You're just wonderful. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a heart down below because comments really help us out, and leave that thumbs up and check out this Catherine Home Bowl. Yes, ma'am, I bought it. All right, guys, thanks so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.